Well, it's with great pleasure that I now introduce to you two of many members of the Eternal Telethon, Alexis Dissocohen and Nico Soloria. Will you please give them a hand?
Hi. Oh, that's you.
It's on a delay, that's awesome.
Do it again and come and look. See how you look. Well, okay, so I'm just going to start here with a little intro. I did a couple of lectures yesterday.
Well, first I think we should welcome everybody to the Eternal Telethon. We can think of this as sort of like a mini version.
Mini telethon.
Yes. Welcome.
Welcome.
And this introduction, feel free to stand up.
Stretch, downward dog. Stretch, downward dog. Stretch, downward dog. Stretch, downward dog. I want to dive into the Salton Sea. Build a house for retired dreams. We can live there eternally. Hang out with sloths and the diamond breeze. Oh, 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 oh,
Donations at any time, and we'll be throughout the event we'll be hosting different artists that are gonna perform different acts, anywhere from we have hosted a variety of artists. I think it's about 300 artists that the Eternal Telethon has come and participate in the telethon. Nico is one of the artists that has been with the music performances, people read poetry, people have cooked on the Eternal Telethon. There's been straight up performances, traditional sort of art performances. People talk, people show their all kinds of artistic skills as part of the Eternal Telethon. Which if you come on Tuesday, you can come see. I think we're going to have about 15 artists come on Tuesday, so they'll be performing from 12 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Oh, yes, and so Nico today is Saturn. Yes. She's right here, right there. Kind of. There, Saturn. Here's Saturn. Okay. So Saturn, what do you do? What are you doing? Saturn. So Saturn, you're collecting things? Like what? Yeah. I heard you boast about how long you can be Saturn for. Should we hold you to this? I heard a quote of 30 minutes that he could be Saturn for 30 minutes. I heard a quote of 30 minutes that he could be Saturn for 30 minutes. Yeah. Because we are collecting money. We want to buy land at the Salton Sea. Okay. And all your money will go to buying this land that will be the site of a retirement home for artists. Which we want to be clear, Adam sort of touched on it a little bit before, but what that means and why artists specifically would need a retirement home specifically for them. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, we collect money and we perform, and it's to at the Salton Sea.
Our name is the Eternal Telethon. Our web address is www.eternaltelethon.com.
This is our promo video.
We can totally do this, so let's imagine
This is our
that we ask
official promo video. This is our
donate to the
video.
Should
I put the
It would be such a small sacrifice for all of you, and it could really do something for us. Just donate money to us via PayPal. The Eternal Telethon. www.eternaltelethon.com. Over the years, we've done a number of things for you people out there in the public. We've done things for free. We've put performances on Ustream. They all cost us money, and right now we're asking you to donate to the Eternal Telethon. Donate it directly to us via PayPal so we can build an eternal convalescent home for retired artists at the Salton Sea. Can you imagine what a great thing this would be if it would happen? We can totally ask you to do this, and we can also ask you to imagine what would happen if it happened. If everybody watching could just donate $3.12 or 78 cents even. That's all we're asking. 78 cents from everybody. Can you imagine? This would be fantastic. If you could just donate it directly to us via PayPal, the Eternal Telethon, www.eternaltelethon.com. If you could just donate to the Eternal Telethon directly via PayPal, without any kind of in-between, so we can build an eternal convalescent home for retired artists at the Salton Sea. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're not part of a religious group. We're just asking you to imagine the possibility of you donating money to the Eternal Telethon directly via PayPal. Our name is the Eternal Telethon. The web address is www.eternaltelethon.com. If you can just think of maybe going right now and getting online and visiting our website. We'll repeat the web address again. The Eternal Telethon. www.eternaltelethon.com. Now, we know that some of you probably are more fortunate than others, and that it's very unlikely that everybody will be donating to the Eternal Telethon. So maybe some of you can donate more to make up for some of the people that aren't donating anything. We're just asking you to imagine the possibility. If this could really happen, if you could all just donate something, it would be very fantastic. Because it would be such a small sacrifice on your part, and it could really make a difference to us. It could make us closer to building an eternal convalescent home for retired artists located at the Salton Sea. So this is what we are doing right now. We're asking you to imagine the possibility of donating money directly to us via PayPal. The Eternal Telethon. www.eternaltelethon.com. eternaltelethon.com. Maybe you saw our full financial disclosure several months ago. Our public one. We only made about $2,000 towards our goal of building an eternal convalescent home for retired artists at the Salton Sea. We need money, so this would be a fantastic thing if you could actually do this. We can totally ask you to do this, so we want you to imagine the possibility of it actually happening. Of people everywhere, all over the country, donating the Eternal Telethon.
Does everyone know what Ustream
78
is?
cents.
It's a live stream.
It should really make a big impact on our life and our lifestyle. And our web address again is the Eternal Telethon, www.eternaltelethon.com. That's what we're asking you to imagine. The idea of you donating money directly to us via PayPal. We're not selling anything. We're not part of any larger organization. We're not a gallery. We're just asking you to think of donating money directly to us via PayPal. The Eternal Telethon, www.eternaltelethon.com. This could really change the way we retire, and it would be such a small sacrifice on your part. Just something that you could do without even feeling it. If
Does
enough of
everyone
you did
know?
it would be a fantastic thing. It would really make a difference towards our goal of building an eternal convalescent home for retired artists at the Salton Sea.
Yeah.
So we're asking you to, again, to donate money to
And has anybody been?
Eternal
Does everyone
Telethon,
know the Salton Sea?
www.eternaltelethon.com.
Has everyone heard of the Salton Sea?
That's
It's right.
what we want you to do.
Who's heard of Joshua Tree?
It's actually going right now.
It's right by
Right
Joshua
now
Tree.
and going online.
The sea.
We know that somewhere
pictures
you
are
must
not
have a laptop, an iPhone, a PayPal
You can just
account.
see
We think you should do
water.
it now.
The saline in the
thinking
water,
about
the
it.
salt in the water
wait.
doesn't get
Put it off,
flushed
it may
out,
never
so
happen.
it is an
So this is
inhospitable
what we're
land.
asking you to imagine.
In the 50s,
Possibility
it
of
was like
everybody
a
out there who's watching us
place to go
donate
to.
money
Some
directly
Californians
to us
would
via
go
PayPal.
there. There's all these like
The
abandoned
Eternal Telethon.
structures
www.eternaltelethon.com.
It's
So we can
basically a
build an
place
eternal
where,
convalescent home for
there's a number of
retired
reasons
artists
we can
at the Salton
afford.
Sea. That's
A
what
place
we're
like the
asking.
Salton Sea
We're
has
asking
endless
everybody who's watching to
possibilities.
consider the possibility of donating money to the Eternal Telethon directly via PayPal to the Eternal Telethon, www.eternaltelethon.com. Now we can totally ask you to do this but can't make you do it in any way. But we can totally suggest the possibility that it happen. That everybody out there actually donate something. Actually go and do it. Donate the Eternal Telethon some money so we can build an eternal convalescent home for retired artists in the Salton Sea. To the Eternal Telethon, www.eternaltelethon.com. This would be a great thing for us, and it wouldn't cost you very much at all. You could hardly feel it. And yet, if you all united, you could all really make an impact. You could do something for us directly via PayPal.
Yeah.
You could donate the money to us at www.eternaltelethon.com. That's the Eternal Telethon. We're asking you to donate the money directly to us via PayPal, or to imagine donating it for real. Directly to us via PayPal. Our name is the Eternal Telethon, www.eternaltelethon.com. We're asking you to consider the possibility of actually putting $3 bills or 12 cents, or maybe a few $10 bills in your bank account, creating a PayPal account.
Oh, I didn't time you. I think you should go as high as possible.
Eternal convalescent home for retired artists. Our name again, the Eternal Telethon.
Till 12:30, but
www.eternaltelethon.com.
we don't necessarily have to go that long. Till
Asking
12.
you to consider the possibility that if everybody contributed in some sort of small way, that we'd be almost able to build an eternal convalescent home for retired artists located in the Salton Sea. And if everybody across the country would do this, just donate 78 cents, we'd be substantially closer to our goal.
Yeah.
I think everybody in this country can afford 78 cents.
Woo!
And we think you people ought to consider
Yeah.
that this is something that could happen. You should imagine it as a possibility. This is what we want you to do. To think of, to consider donating money directly to us via PayPal.
I forget, we were a lot more structured yesterday, but I don't know what's happening.
That's right. For you
You
people
can't,
that are just
I think
tuning in,
it's, look at it, this is so professional. I feel so, okay, we actually have a prize out in the audience right now. If everyone could look underneath their seat, somebody has a prize underneath their seat.
www.eternaltelethon.com.
You know, it could be underneath yours. Ah, see here. Sir, what's your name, sir? Joseph, do you mind coming up here and sharing with everybody? Sir, what's your name, sir? What your prize? Joseph, do you mind coming up here and
Anything
sharing
less
with
is not worth
everybody?
it, considering the PayPal is involved. So we're just asking everybody to consider the possibility of what if everybody out there could donate 78 cents or more, donate it directly to us via PayPal to the Eternal Telethon, And again, we're not affiliated with anyone. We're private artists, just people. And we need money, and we're asking you to consider the possibility of just consider donating money directly to us via PayPal so we can build an eternal convalescent home for the retired artists of the Salton Sea. That's to us. Oh, and what else you got there, Tux? www.eternaltelethon.com. If you could just consider what a great thing it would be. And it would be such a small sacrifice. Something smaller than a soft drink, a candy bar, and you cannot ever feel it. But
We're
community
here for
as a
you.
group, you can really make a big impression. That's what we want you to do. For you people
Okay,
who are just
so
sort of
hey,
getting into
why
this
would we
thing,
want to live stream
you
on the
just consider
internet?
doing it
Like, what's the point of
right
live
now.
streaming on the internet?
It's a possibility.
Why would we want to live
Something to
stream
think
on the
about.
internet?
Somehow everybody out there can ask
This is my favorite photo.
donating the Eternal Telethon some money.
Was, as I said, it took a license of the project. And in a sense, well, we started getting money. People actually started giving us money. You know, we were
It's real. This is real, folks. This is real.
When the money started coming in, we're like, okay, well,
It's real. This is real, folks. This is real.
we have to take the responsibility here for this thing. We just created, so like you have a child and it's, you know, suddenly you have to start changing diapers. You know, or else you have it like 2 months. But I guess you know that, right? You can't do that. So anyway, we had to start, you know, kind of facilitating this thing, and so I think because we started with this Ustream, it kind of made it really easy and portable for us. Like we could take our computer to any place we wanted to that had an internet stream, just
Yeah.
you know, set up.
So you didn't have to be in the place that they were doing the performances to experience it. You could be all over the world. It's actually international, across the United States. Come and log in and view the events. Yeah. Come and log in and view the events. Who has a question? I know you guys have endless amounts of questions for us. Yes. Who has a question? I know you guys have endless amounts of questions for us. No, we're solely accept any amount of donations that anyone would like to give us. So throughout the performances, we'll have hosts that come and introduce the acts and say, "Hi, we're here from the Eternal Telethon." Yeah.
Oh, can you give me those glasses in there?
Yeah, we're collecting money. Hi, we're here from the Eternal Telethon, a retirement home for artists.
Whoa!
We accept. You can press on your screen at home, folks. Press on the donate button on your screen at home. Okay, Nico's trying really hard, folks. Come on. Woo! Yeah. Folks, come on.
There we go. No, don't touch me.
Oh, look, we
You
got
know
that.
how hard that is? You know how hard that was? Sounds like traffic.
Oh, I love the echo. Echo.
Okay, I'm not doing that again.
Echo. I love the echo. Echo. Echo.
What was that last one?
How people donate, we ask for money.
Right.
We ask for money repeatedly. If you would like to give us money for our retirement home, and also this retirement home is going to be for anyone, basically, you know. And also, it could be for you too. So if you would like to give us money, give us money.
Go to our website.
It could be for you too. So if you would like to give us money, give us money.
There. The money goes straight
for you to.
fund for buying
If
pieces
you would
of
like to
land
give us money,
consultancy.
give us
But that doesn't answer your question, really, does it? You're saying, why are we collecting money? No. We have, like the structure of a traditional telethon is that, you have a guy like Jerry Lewis on, raising money for something that, like a cause that is, considered, I guess, a worthy cause. Where, I guess that's what we were thinking about when we decided to use the structure of a telethon, is that we had to raise money for something that seemed like a valid or worthy cause. And so that's where all the discussion led to,
Yeah.
A retirement home for artists because, we, I guess, there's kind of this vacuum or void maybe for places or outlets for artists to come in, like an open space for them to do either performance or to do just kind of whatever they want.
Yeah.
And
I mean, while most people involved in the group would have no reason doing art for art's sake, because we do believe in that, art for art's sake, but we're doing it for a purpose here, so we get together for a reason.
yeah, a lot of the works that
Doing it for a purpose here, so we get together for a
kind of performances that are not things that you really could buy. Like, I mean, how much would you really pay to watch me, like, who all day? I mean,
I got $12 on that.
All right, thanks. But,
I got
but,
$12
I
on
mean,
that.
I think that it's an outlet for those kinds of performances, and so, yeah, a lot of people that are involved in it, they're not getting paid necessarily to do the performance, but they're contributing to like a cost greater than themselves. So, we have performers come in, doing things such as, like I did this the first time, I did not know I could do this. I did it. What happened was the second telethon, we had sound difficulties, which we always have. Some kind of technical difficulty. It's like, it never fails. And so what I decided to do was, my friend brought a hula hoop, and I said, all right, I'm gonna try the hula hoop. And then I couldn't stop.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Our name is the Eternal Telethon.
And,
Our
so
web
I
address is
started doing it.
www.eternaltelethon.
And then I was like telling people
Our
like
web
to
address
donate, and
is
I would keep doing hula hooping as long as they kept donating.
Never really have too much sunblock.
This is a clip from the Eternal Telethon belly flop. It was hosted at a pool.
So the
No,
telethon
it's
doesn't
perfect.
happen too much anywhere. We
Belly flop was
I
hosted
know.
at a pool.
Well,
There was a 24-hour telethon.
so why were you
24-hour
showing Jackson
telethon.
Pollock to students, Adam?
To pay time.
Good.
Yeah, waited 2.5 hours.
Now here, so
That's a lot of sunscreen.
There's a lot of sunscreen. Maybe you can't have too much. Let's see.
And I would like to point out there's a disappointed with my
that's a good
date
idea.
video right next to this lotion
Yeah,
lathering video. I'd like to point out there's a disappointed with my date is right there. So, disappointed with my date is right there.
I think in order for it to work, we have
Yeah,
to
there you
push.
go. You gotta push, get a brayer out.
She gets some.
and then in between we have those, students feel like.
This is the one under a blanket.
The grass is too short and the cactus too tall, and all you can hear is the coyote call.
I wouldn't be able to talk to him. Okay, who else has a question? I know. You're all dying to ask this question. Who else has a question? Yes. Who else has a question? I know. You're all dying to ask this question. Yes. Oh, that's excellent.
What's your garment called? The multi-limb cluster. The multi-limb cluster. Right here that you can see.
Oh, okay.
There you are. Yeah. So everything red there is a garment by Tyler Cuffley that's meant to join bodies, create proximity between subjectivity and conversation space. Good? Okay. So Tyler's someone who's been with the telethon before, doing performances here and there, sometimes in the interstitials between performers. I'm sure someday he'll be at the Salt.
I'm feeling great and not achy all over because getting older is
for the elderly artists.
Go to outer space. I'll go swimming in the salty sea. I'll run a mile. I'll eat fruit and vegetables off the plant it was grown on.
Yeah.
Have prune juice drinking contest. Drink coffee. Then there's pooping.
I think it'd be worth
moving earth.
talking a little bit how it's organized. So
have a partner to
there's
make
people
art
that like organize
Then there's
it,
writing poems.
like us, for instance. But then there's all the artists that participate, and then the organization is not like top down sort of thing. It's sort of all like this. So anyone that participates, even if you're doing a little spiel or something, is just as important as anybody else in the organization. So when it comes down to actually making plans, it'll be sort of a fun Mod Podge of ideas. And part of the workshop that they held, people were just like at a retirement home, what would you like? Like what kinds of activities did you want to do? What kind of environment would best host those activities and things like that. I mean, it's all, nothing is solid yet in terms of what it's going to look like, or how the rooms are going to be, or what kind of food there will be, or anything like that. What it's going to look like, or how the rooms are going to be, or what kind of food there will be.
You thought it was guns?
But either one.
Right.
So, we begin the day by paying off all our bills and debts. We sleep a decent amount of sleep, get undressed. We look great naked.
I mean, I think it would also be
Drink
worth
some
to talk
water.
about what a retired
Satisfy
artist
needs.
means.
We never have
What is
to
that?
work.
What do you guys think that would
Eat
mean?
donuts.
Like when we say retired
Buy
artist,
ag-
which everyone has their own sort of.
We have sex. We walk.
What is that? What do you
Go
guys
to the
think?
sauna, where we take a nap. We flirt with the cute nurses and the cute interns. We make out, make some cookies, have a taco eating contest, not be cold.
That card said not be cold.
Ride a tricycle. We'll speak more than 3 languages. We'll have a brainstorming section. We'll collaborate,
said not be
play
cold.
music, drink some beer.
Well, on a
group
serious
sex
note, which
opportunity,
we should all vote.
some fun,
I think I said that a few times.
some
Vote
drugs,
on Tuesday,
We'll dance
please.
every day.
Uh,
Dance with other people.
Well, on a
Roll a
serious
boat.
vote.
Exercise in a pool. Daydream.
And vote
Feel
for
free.
whatever you want. Just
Solve
do
all the
it.
world's
We all need to do this exercise. But
eat at a
okay, so the
restaurant.
idea, if we're because we are sort of serious in this conversation about sort of the socioeconomics of what it means to be an artist and the opportunities that we would have sort of when it comes to retirement age. And a lot of artists like myself working at jobs where there's not necessarily a benefits security package for when I officially retire from working for money or something like that, right? So the idea that there would be a place that I could go to sort of ease that worry a little bit, I think is something that we do, we're silly about, but actually at the same time quite serious about also. I think is something that we do. Okay, another question. Anybody else? Anybody else? Does anybody want to come up here and experience this or have something to say? That would be awesome.
Or want to perform?
Yes. Okay, another question. Anybody else? Anybody else? Does anybody want to come up here and experience just because it feels really good to stand just like this. Yeah, everybody, come on.
We have a wig back there.
Do you have more stickers?
I do have stickers, but I'm not getting them right now.
I'll give you a hug.
Actually, maybe for the moment, we have to, anyone got like some Bloody Marys or mimosas? That's what these people need. To get a little. But we propose best. But I just want to say one thing is that, maybe one thing to think about maybe in the next time that we have is, also, because you can have this space here, like, I think we spoke to Stephanie's class yesterday, and, I think you guys have such a great opportunity having this space here, so close to you, that, to utilize it, but also to think about not necessarily you making a telethon, but just thinking about other ways of using space and other ways of creating your own kind of like outlets. I don't know exactly what each of your majors is, but it should have definitely a minor in innovation and
Anything from
alternate.
stand there to, relax.
Definitely a minor innovation.
I don't know. You don't have to consider yourself an artist. This is for everybody.
So I'm going to sing a little song
Oh, yes.
that I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows. So because I'm standing here, I am expecting that you all I'm pretty sure sing along everybody in here knows. and So do because I'm the standing movements here, because
Okay, well I can't.
okay, you might be able to sing along. I think you can sing along. Yeah. I know, seriously. No. Okay, so Adam doesn't want to sing along. No, anyway, this song is dedicated I know, to anyone that is no. around Okay, so Adam doesn't one want to and a sing along. half. No, anyway, Namely my daughter this who's like right song across the street is right now. dedicated Who would really, she's not watching, but she would really like, she'd like the bean bags, and she'd like to touch, she'd like to lay there, and she'd like to touch everything. She's not watching, but she would really like, she'd like the bean bags, and she'd like to I'm gonna touch bring her back, yeah, I'll bring her back. And she'd like to touch everything. That's up there, D. Okay, so this song is a little song you might know called The Incy Wincy Spider. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so The this song incy is a wincy little song. spider rolled up the water spout. Okay, so Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the incy wincy spider went up the spout again. And generally, the toddlers go like this afterwards. Yay! Thank you.
We are here from the Eternal Telethon and collecting money for the retirement home for
Thank you.
artists by the Salton Sea. So if anybody would like to donate, if you're on the live stream right now, which if we were live stream right now, there you would see. Do you have a donate button? Anybody would like to donate? If you're on the live stream right now, which if we were live, you can also go to the Eternal Telethon page, and there's a little donate button in the corner. You folks out there.
Any folks out there in the internet?
In the world, in the universe, folks out there. Yeah. In the world, in the universe. We are, the Eternal Telethon is participating in BESHT. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah.
Eternal Telethon.
We are, the
from
Eternal
12 to
Telethon is
5 p.m.
participating.
And we're kind of doing right now this sort of quasi
yeah.
lecture / mini
Yeah.
telethon that
We
is
are
part of
the
BESHT.
Eternal
You're our
Yeah.
live
You,
studio
you,
audience.
and you,
We
and you.
know that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. And you know, one thing I want
Yeah.
to say
You,
on
you,
the,
and you, and
to
you.
my political interest is that we have on the right hand side of the screen, usually on the Ustream, a chat box, and in that chat box we have ability to talk to us from the internet world.
Oh, they don't have it on, what if we click the?
And so what happens there too is there's an interactive element from the audience watching at home.
Oh, they don't have it on.
Usually, because they type in things, comments about what's happening, what they're seeing, and actually a request.
Yeah, so if you're at home and you click on the Ustream link in the bottom right-hand corner from the projects page of the college, it will bring you to the chat room.
Yeah. So if you're
So
at home and
anybody
you click
can
on the Ustream
write
link in the
a
bottom right-hand corner from the
chat.
anybody can
Projects
write
page
a
of the college,
Is the
and
comment
it will bring you to
section
the
on?
chat room. Yeah, you have to go to the Ustream
write
part of it though. Yeah.
I don't know whose idea this was. It was mine.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions or comments or feel the desire to come share something? Anything? Does anybody have any questions or comments or feel the desire to come share something? I just wanted to hear that go. So what are we doing here today? Who knows what we're doing here today? What are we doing here today? Who knows what we're doing here today?
Having experimental speech.
Yeah, what are we doing here today? Yeah, what are we doing here today? What are we doing? Uh-huh, you know, what are we doing here? Yeah, what are we doing here today? You know, what are we doing here? I feel good. I feel really good about this, guys. I feel good. I feel really good about this, guys. I feel good. I feel really good about this. And what's your name? What's your name? JC, thank you for participating. JC, what do you do here at college? And what's your name? What's your name? What do you do here at college? Like what? JC, thank you for what this one? Do you want to come up for our internet world? Do you want to come on? Woo! What's this one? Do you want to come up for our internet world? Come on! So you are you an art student?
Not a art student, but always.
So does anyone want to share with the audience here and around the globe?
What she was saying is how she does a lot of stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
I
at
don't know.
Pomona
Yeah.
College, just maybe know, or Claremont.
It's 5 colleges
They
together.
just have an identity crisis. It's like Madonna wanted to be called Madge.
Yes. Maybe we can have someone come up here and explain.
Well, it's okay. Sure, yeah. I mean, it's 5 colleges altogether, and then there's also CGU, Claremont Graduate University, and Drucker School of Management. And so you apply to the college individually, and they kind of all have their own I don't know, like things that they market, you know. But then you can take classes at any of the other ones. So they're kind of yeah. It's like you could take most of your classes not at your college. You can take all your classes not at your college. Yeah. You can take all your created a major, and this would probably be a really long talk. My major is called Rhetoric, Consciousness, and Power.
So you're in a perfect spot.
Yeah, this is definitely related to my study, for sure. Yeah, this is definitely related. Sure. Yeah. Great.
That's an Oprah aha moment.
I did. I wrote a paper for my War and Conflict class. I did. And we had this question. It's an anthro class at Harvey Mudd. I've never taken a class at Harvey Mudd before. It's mostly like engineering and that type of thing, so I didn't expect that I would take a class there. But we talked a lot about like this question, is war part of human nature or not, right? And I kind of responded to the question by not responding to it, by framing it and seeing like, instead of saying yes it is or no it's not, I was writing about how it's the question kind of poses as being ahistorical, apolitical, like this like philosophical question, but it's making a political move because it requires you to accept certain terms, either answer, and so whether you say yes or no, you're basically you're assuming this position as like the knower, and then you're locating war in a certain place, like either this like nebulous like human nature general like concept, or you're locating it in probably like nurture, like, you know, it sets up this like binary and it's being framed for you, and that's what my paper was about, that if you're actually trying to change things, then that's not the question you ask. So that question is like to like pick one thing and to say like, is that part of human nature, or like, you know, or not, is actually to make a statement rather than to ask a question. Like, do people ask, like, you could just like pick one thing that some humans do at some point in time, like you could say, is art part of human nature or not, but people don't really ask that type of question, and so that's what I was getting at. Thanks.
You can put money in the hole. You just put it in the hole. In the. You can put money. That's gonna go. That's gonna go straight. That's gonna go straight. That's gonna go straight. That's going straight to the Eternal Telethon bank account. That's gonna go Well, oh my God, this looks like a orgy of money. Oh my God, this looks like a orgy of money. Oh wow, what's this? Somebody put more money. Oh my God, this looks like a orgy of money. I feel like a rapper. I feel like a rapper. I feel like a hip hop star. I feel like a rapper. Hip hop star. I feel like Well, I think we're gonna have to turn this into a hip hop star. It's getting to that point. You know. Turn this into a I think. We're gonna have a little dance party here, in honor of such a donation. I'm starting to feel religious. Such a donation. In honor of. I'm starting to feel the boogie. I'm starting to feel religious. I'm starting to feel the boogie. So since it's our goodbye, is it? I mean, unless we have more questions. It's our goodbye. Is it? I mean, we can go have a coffee. We could go shoot the shit. You know. We can go have a coffee. Although make sure you're far away from it, because I might splat. We can go have a coffee. But do we have any more questions, or do we? Do we have any more questions, or do we? Are we gonna end it good, right? Do we have any more questions? All right. Are we gonna end it good, right? I'm gonna end here with a song I like to play at telethons, especially when I need to fill some time. Because you know, sometimes you're in the situation where somebody's not made it to the performance because of traffic. You know, we always have traffic problems here in Los Angeles. Nothing like what people are going through in the East Coast. So maybe we'll send that out to the East Coast, this little last track, and, you know, be grateful that we have this space. That the water is only a figment of our imagination. And yeah, we'll leave it at that, huh? The water is only a figment of our imagination. This is like kind of about saying goodbye, but not like forever. The only thing forever is the Eternal Telethon. Okay. The only thing forever is the Eternal Telethon. Not like forever. The only thing forever is the Eternal Telethon. The only thing forever is the Eternal Telethon. Okay. The only thing forever is the only thing forever. The only thing forever is the Eternal Telethon. All right. Sorry. That was a false start. All right. Sorry. That was a false start. All right. That was a false start. How can I become small enough to fit in your pocket now that we have to part? How can I become small enough to fit in your pocket now that we have to part? How can I become small enough to fit in your pocket now that we have to part? How can I become small enough to fit in your pocket now that we have to part? That we have to part. Thank you, class, for being a part of this mini telethon, Eternal Telethon. You have all been a part here. Thank you, class, for being a part of this mini telethon. Please come back on Tuesday from 12 to 5. Please come back on Tuesday. And if you have any questions, 12 to 5, you can send emails to Eternal Telethon at gmail.com if you guys want to participate, or at gmail.com if you guys want to send emails to Eternal Telethon at gmail.com if you guys want to participate, or at gmail.com if you guys want to send emails to Eternal Telethon. Oh, and can you recommend a good cafe? Can you recommend nearby? Cafe? Yeah. Nearby. Can you recommend a good cafe? Yeah. Nearby. Can you recommend nearby? Press? Yeah. Nearby. Press?